Hey guys, so I know that the setup is a little bit different, but welcome back to my channel, and today's reading is going to be a message from your shadow self regarding love. So what is going on in your love life? Maybe you don't completely understand what the block is. Maybe there's something going on that you don't really necessarily know how to fix, or you need some clarity or something from a deeper aspect of yourself, and this is what the reading is going to be all about. But before we start the reading, I have some announcements. Okay, so I like to do rituals for myself every single week. It's how I upkeep my energy. It's how I keep negative energy away as much as I possibly can. And it's how I connect and awaken my third eye and just, keep my energy going in a way where my highest good is always served. So what I like to do is do different rituals all the time. And I wanted to open this up to you guys. So every time I do a ritual for myself, I want to be able to include you guys, because I know a lot of the herbs, crystals, oils, they're not easily accessible, and also, it can get pricey and expensive. So I want to do something where I can include you guys with my ritual that I'm doing for myself, but include your name in it too, so you can benefit you can benefit from the energy, you can benefit from the rituals, you can benefit from the herbs, oils, and crystals that I use. So here I have one going for me, and this is to awaken my third eye. It's to awaken my inner power, and the crystals and the herbs and the oils that are used in here, there's powdered crystals, there's powdered herbs, and there's oils that this candle is infused with that is known to activate and reawaken your third eye, and just to awaken your inner power so that your energy is flowing, so that the blocks can be removed and all of that. So this candle also has runes on it. And here it is like not lit. It is blue and red because it's the merging of the masculine and the feminine, so that both aspects of your side are balanced. And then we have, we're going to have your name and the intention, and then we have the rune for the awakening of our inner power. And I have a few spots available for this ritual if you guys want to purchase your spot so that your name can be a part of the ritual that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this on Saturday night, and right after the ritual is completed, I'm gonna send you a photo of it and let you know that it was completed, and also how it went. So if you guys want to book your spot, go ahead and do so on my Etsy store. I'll have it linked in the description box, but it's very affordable. It's just $11.11 if you guys are interested. I wanted to do this so that people could be included with me in these rituals, and also make it affordable, and also make it so that these herbs, oils, and crystals, and these candles, and this energy is just shared with all of my subscribers, because I love you guys so much. Anyways, now that that's out of the way, I am restocked with oils and sprays because I know a lot of my subscribers have been asking me about it. My love oil is restocked. The Sri Yantra oil and the spray is restocked. I charge my Sri Yantra oil and spray with the Sri Yantra mantra over 1,000 times. So this has been infused with the oils and the herbs, and also the Sri Mantra or the Sri Yantra pattern is on here. Now the Sri Yantra is very sacred and very powerful. It is very powerful in creating manifestation in your life and a lot more. I'm gonna actually have a video coming very soon, but if you want to, you guys can Google what this means, and then based off that, if you guys want to purchase, you can. Sorry, that was not even in the frame, but this is what the spray and the oil looks like. And then I've been getting so many people asking me about my cleansing sprays. I finally have a few restocked. So here they are. They're all ready for you guys. They're prepped, ready, and they've been infused with a mantra, very powerful mantra, herbs, oils, and it's been charged with crystals for over 1,000 times. It's very high vibration, and if you guys are interested, you guys can purchase that on my store too. Okay, so now that all of that is out of the way, I'm gonna keep this candle right here for you guys so that you guys can feed off of the energy as well. Now, if there's cat hair on my poster board, and I know this is very different from my usual setup, so please bear with me, but if there's cat hair on here, my cat was sitting on here. But anyways, let's see what message is coming through from your shadow self regarding love. So for everybody that picked card number 1, let's go ahead and see what is it. What is this message from your shadow self regarding love? the Six of Cups. Surrender to creativity. We have the burden. The magic of the Kohellan Druid. And then we have downcast pride. Okay, so here's what's going on. From your shadow self, it seems like there is a very heavy feeling inside you. Deep within your subconscious, there's a heaviness. There's something that you have not dealt with, that you keep putting off, that you ignore, you suppress, and you turn a blind eye to this. This is something that needs to be processed and healed inside of you because it's taking up space inside of you. It's taking up space inside your heart, your mind, your spirit, where this space could be taken up by something better, something that can serve you and make you happy, but instead you're holding on to this thing, this feeling, this trauma, this emotion, whatever it is. It's a darkness. It's a heavy darkness that you're holding on to, and it needs to be released so that you can allow love to come into your life. This is a major block. So what this means is that you're holding on to something that is not allowing you to move forward when it comes to love. Whether you're in a relationship or you're not, it's definitely creating a block. If you are in a relationship, it's creating blocks between you and your partner. It might be even like arguments coming up, or tension, or just the energy doesn't feel right, or there's a disconnect, there's a distance. And there's a reason that these things happen and come up in our lives, especially when it comes to relationships. And it's most often because either us or our partner is holding something back, is holding something in that is not allowing us to move forward, that is not allowing us to move to open the roads in our relationship to have it be the best relationship that it could possibly be. So that's something that you definitely need to let go of, is whatever this burden is that you're holding on to, release it and let it go. Know that it doesn't serve you anymore. Know that it doesn't belong in you anymore because it served its purpose. It taught you what you needed to know. The time for it is over. And I don't believe in forgiveness. Like I believe in understanding what happened and understanding my perspective, how it made me feel. And I also go an extra level, which not a lot of people can do, but I also go the extra level to try to understand the person who needed to be forgiven. In this case, like the person that needed the forgiving, why they did what they did. Maybe they were going through a dark phase in their life. Maybe it was from their childhood limiting beliefs that they hurt me. Whatever the case is, try to understand all aspects of the situation, because that understanding gives you a lot of healing too. Another thing that comes up is the Six of Cups. So here it's another message of you holding on to something that is just overbearing you. Like it's flowing out of you. You're holding on to it so much. You don't even want to get rid of it. You're so comfortable with it. It's taking up way too much space in your heart. And there's an aspect, a chapter of your life that needs to be closed in order for your heart to really open and leave the box, leave the comfort zone. So you need to get rid of this so that that box can close and your heart can flourish and start pumping again the way that it needs to. Now, there's a huge fear that you have of secrecy and being hurt and trust, and this is a huge thing, and it has to do with the burden. So that's something that you need to release, and there's crystals and herbs and oils that help promote and invoke trust and self-love and healing, and I feel like you would benefit from something like that as well. And something else that will really help you is for you to surrender to your own creativity. So let your imagination soar and stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. So here's something that I like to do whenever I feel like sometimes the energy is just not moving, or I just feel really flustered, overwhelmed, like a relationship's not going my way, not my way, but a relationship is just not going the right way. Whatever it is, a situation is like getting out of my control. I will take a candle and I will prepare it like with the herbs that I need, the oils that I need, and I'll get creative with the candle. Like, you know, just get creative. The more creative you are, the more you tap into something called the flow. When you're in the flow, things and energy, situations, and people just start to flow in your favor. So that's very, very important. Another thing that comes up is downcast pride. So this fear of trust makes you very defensive. Like it's almost like, no, I've been hurt before and that's it. Like I have a problem trusting people and that's it. Like I have the right to not trust anyone. It's like you're very almost proud that you are so strong, but this is not strength. The the lack of trust that you know, how do I word it? The more that you cannot trust people, like that you just can't even control that aspect of yourself that has a hard time trusting people, that's not something to be proud of, because it's something that is holding you back. It's something that is making you missing out on so much potential in relationships, in your life, career, in, you know, the overall quality of your life. So if you guys want to go more in depth with me, then you can book a reading with me on my Etsy store, and I'll leave that linked down below. But that was your reading. That was very, very heavy, very detailed, a lot going on, and I just want you guys to know that things will be okay. The reading turned out really amazing. I mean, for you to, here's what happens with readings and tarot, is it shows you where the energy is. Tarot will never ever tell you the future. I don't believe that. I believe it tells you where the energy is so that you can direct and manipulate it in your favor. So that's where your energy is, and now you have the chance and the opportunity to direct this energy into your favor. So that's a huge blessing right there, I feel like. Okay, so for everybody that picked card number 2, let's go ahead and see what is the message from your shadow self regarding love. So we have the 6 of Cups. That's a heavy message. Surrender to prayer. Give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe, and answers and support will arrive. That's exciting. Understanding. Freedom. Today for tomorrow. Okay, let me move the cards so you guys can see a little bit better. All right. Here's what's going on. Here's what your shadow aspect wants you to know. First of all, you're carrying way too much. You're carrying more than you can handle, and you can feel it. Like, you're getting exhausted, you're getting irritated, frustrated, overwhelmed. You're carrying way too much on your shoulders. You need to put some of that burden down, or give some of that burden, if you're in a relationship, to your partner, or give some of that burden away, or just release some of that burden, because it's too much for you to handle. You're just spilling your energy all over the place. Like, this lady is just spilling her cups all over. You need to balance and find something where you don't feel, not find something, but you really need to put down a few of these cups so that you can carry the weight that needs to be carried. You can carry what will serve you and really be good for your highest self, for your happiness. Right now you're holding so much, and you don't even know if it's good for you, if it's not good for you, if it's helping you, healing you, hurting you, what. You're just carrying way too much. And here's another message that comes through. This is a full moon card, and it says today for tomorrow. So here's another thing that your shadow aspect is telling you. You have a very, very hard time living in the present. You are not fully embracing that gift of nowness. You need to find a way to come back inside your body and live right now. Because in reality, we don't know what the hell is gonna happen in the next 5 minutes. We don't know what's gonna happen in the next day, in the next 10 days. Like, anything can happen. So often we worry about, oh my God, this is gonna happen in the next few days, especially like with court cases. Court cases, like, my court case is in 5 days, and I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what the judge is gonna say, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't know what the outcome will be. There, you just said it. You don't know what the outcome can be. Most often we prepare for the negative outcome, and we worry and have fear and anxiety over the negative outcome. We focus on it, we worry about it, we think about it, and we just say, what if this negative outcome comes? What am I gonna do? So you're prepping for it. You're sending the universe signals that this bad outcome is gonna come, and so I need to prepare for it. Thinking about it constantly. I'm sending energy that way. I'm feeding that energy. So we have this ingrained inside of us to really focus on that negative aspect. So here's what your shadow self is trying to tell you. Shift and divert your focus to the positive outcome of the situation. Whether in a relationship or not, it's time for you to start thinking about what you want this relationship to look like. Or if you're single, what do you want to attract in your life regarding love? Those are the thoughts that you need to consume and feed into your mind right now, because otherwise you're just feeding the negative and the bad outcome. Another thing that comes up is surrender to prayer. So me myself personally, I don't pray. I don't believe in praying. I feel like praying is kind of like begging. And for me, when I work with candles or deities or like spirits, spirit guides, or whatever it is that I work with, I work with them. I work with that energy, and I try to connect with the energy. I try to call to that energy and invite it into my life to help me to whatever I'm trying to manifest. So I feel like that's the huge message for you, is for you to invite the energy of what you want. You can do this using manifestation techniques, using the law of attraction, candles, oils, herbs, rituals. There's so many ways that you can use these tools in your favor to attract the energy that you want into your life. In this case, it's regarding love. Another thing is that your shadow aspect really craves freedom and independence, even regarding love. And so much so that it might be that you are way too much into that energy, where even if you're in a relationship, you want your freedom and you want your own space and your own time, and you want things your way, so much so that your partner might be feeling a little bit controlled, or a little bit like their opinions and thoughts and likes and dislikes doesn't even matter. So this is something that you have to understand, to just be open to another perspective. This is something that your shadow self really needs to work on too, is to be open to other people's perspectives. You never have to agree with anybody, and you never have to submit or obey them either. What I'm trying to say is for you to be open to their perspective, be open to their opinion and their thoughts and their belief systems. Be open to it, listen to it, expose your mind to it, because then you're growing your consciousness. That gives you even more power. So listen and understand, because the more that you understand other people's perspectives and other people's thoughts and opinions and beliefs, the more you can understand how to interact with them, how your beliefs can interact with their beliefs, whether you guys can come together and agree to disagree, or you guys can come together with different beliefs and still be in a healthy, loving relationship. So that's your reading. If you guys want to go more in depth with me, go ahead and book a reading with me on my Etsy store, and I'll leave the link down below. Now, for everybody that picked card number 3, let's go ahead and see what your shadow aspect is trying to tell you when it comes to love. All right, so we have, what does that say? Perchance to dream. That's a very interesting card. Okay. Guide, a guide, mentor, a trustworthy ally. Compromise, surrender your belief in scarcity. The universe is asking you to open to the infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. And then we have the 4 of Cups. Okay, so this message is very strong. Here's what's going on. Here's what your shadow aspect is trying to tell you. First of all, you don't believe that you deserve a lot. You don't believe that you deserve a lot of happiness. You don't believe that you deserve love. You have a very different perspective when it comes to what you deserve. And so this comes to this card right here, perchance to dream. So you dream about all these things. You want all these things when it comes to love. You want that perfect love story. You want to be cherished and adored and treated like a king or queen. You want all of these things, but there are so many blocks. And here's the situation. If you are in a relationship, you're very much in your own head and you're not able to understand your partner. And what this is causing is just a lot of discontent, dissatisfaction, heartbreak, sadness, and both of you spending time alone and apart from each other. And here's the problem, is because your or the other party is not compromising. Here's what your shadow self needs from you. It needs for you to understand that there is infinite love. Like, love is something you cannot see. It's an emotion, it's an energy. And when it comes to energy, there's infinite amounts of energy. Like, think of it like sand. Like, you can never count how much sand there is. You can't count each piece of sand. There is an infinite amount of sand. And so, like, think about that when it comes to love. Like, you can't count and put a number and an amount on love. Like, there's infinite love. It's as soon as you can tap into the energy of love, that's it. Like, you're just embracing it and inviting it into your life in a way that you probably have never invited it before. Another thing that comes through is if you're single, it is a lot of your belief systems, it is a lot of your limiting beliefs that is blocking and preventing love from coming into your life completely. And your shadow self really wants you to know that you need to deal with these blocks, process them, and heal from them. There are crystals and herbs and oils that can invoke and provoke that healing for you. If it's hard for you to get that healing on your own, you can also try to get therapy to kind of work through whatever those blocks are, or you could do rituals to tell the universe that you're ready to release these blocks, so that the universe can start moving and shifting energies so that you can remove these blocks. Now, here's another thing. You have 2 cards showing you that there's somebody supporting you. Now, if you're in a relationship, please don't treat your partner badly. Please don't disrespect them. Don't take advantage of them. Don't use them, and don't just, the message from your shadow self is to stop treating your partner so badly, because all they want to do is help you. All they want to do is love you and support you and see you heal and be happy, and they're trying their best and they're trying to do everything they can for you. Your shadow self sees that, but for some reason, because of what you've been through, your traumas and your pain and your life and your childhood, whatever it is, because of that, you're not allowing them to help you. You're very defensive, you're very afraid and fearful. And the message your shadow self is trying to tell you, that if you keep going in this direction, if you keep not trusting and not being able to trust, and not compromising that aspect of yourself, you're going to end up in a situation where you're just sitting on a chair and just thinking about what the fuck you did wrong. So you don't want to end up there. You don't want to drop your heart on the ground or drop the heart of your loved one on the ground. You want to fully embrace this and you want to thrive in this. So if you're not in a relationship, then really try to clear and heal your blocks. And if you are in a relationship, try to do something for your partner that's sweet and romantic. Book a little getaway, drive to the beach, do something spontaneous and romantic, and it will really spark a new energy into your life and your relationship. And if you guys want to go more in detail with me, go ahead and book a reading with me on my Etsy store. But thank you guys so much for coming and being with me through this reading. Make sure that you're subscribed, and if you guys want to purchase any of my oils or sprays or the candle ritual that is going to happen this Saturday, which is tomorrow, go ahead and purchase your spot on my Etsy store. I don't have a lot of spots because I don't want to like overdo it. I don't want to have like 100 people, because that just doesn't make sense. I want to have an intimate small group of people where the energy is shared and strong and powerful and can spread out in like a very beautiful way and reach you guys and help you guys. So this candle that's going to be prepared and charged is going to be prepared with runes and charged at dawn. It's going to be using the energy of dawn, so the first ray of sunlight. So that's when we're going to kind of work with the candle. And then we're going to send you the candle. So you will be getting the candle, and whoever lights the candle, this energy will be activated into your favor. So book your spot if you guys are interested. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.